GG. Can't just sit there on one base. So with that being said, yeah, it was going to drive off 2 of the drones there. Actually, all 3 of them going to be driven off. The SCV does live to see another day, but the Lings are out, and this Marine's not going to get this bunker anytime soon. For Supernova's sake, he may pull a couple more SCVs. As he does lose one, he'll probably lose the other. They're trying to stem around this, I don't know what you want to call it, this jungle rock. It'll clear up a good chunk of the Lings, but the problem is if that bunker doesn't complete, this is no good, and those SCVs are not coming. So for Supernova's sake, he could have just given up on the idea entirely, and that's not the worst case scenario in the world. But I mean, you too, Rax, you've devoted quite a bit to this at this point, and this is really just not out. The really scary thing is, like, where do you put it? No matter where it goes down here, it's going to be exposed. There's no full wall off. You'd have to leave it at the top of the ramp if best, but that forfeits the natural, which he obviously doesn't want to do by pulling the SCVs, trying to buy a little bit more time. The bunker's not going to complete. And if it does, it's really just one bunker with very low amounts of Marines that are going to go inside of it. Tank does try to siege up. We'll see if the helmets can keep these Lings off. The tank SCV's going to go for that repair, but the tank is going to fall, and these roaches got nothing to stop them. Supernova is dying. These are going to come down, but yeah, just keep these Marines alive, put them back in the bunker. You can even repair the medevac with this SCV that was brought to the front line so unconventionally. Tank included in this as well. One Marine might go down here. He's going to stay alive. Who are we kidding? Tanks will get another shot off on those Queens. Great abusive moves out of Supernova so far. But of course, we all know that if you're a Zerg player, this is anything but creative. This is straight up hashtag terror. I've never seen anyone bring the SCV with this. I actually think that's kind of cool. We've seen so many different builds and variations of this through time. Through, again, mentioning Deadwing, but also King Sejong Station, less popularly. But, oh, loses the medevac, but a Viking comes to take its place, so he's got that vision yet again.
So if it was me, Rifkin, and I manhandled hard the first game, you would have seen me go 15 pool. But we do see all the SCVs being pulled.
Pulling the boys as much as he can.
I actually thought he might do this.
He's left a lot of SCVs still mining, though, so quite frankly, even if this doesn't work, he's got some nice recovery. Hart is in such a good position to take this. I mean, there's not going to be bunkers coming down, but who needs them? He's actually got more SCVs than there are Zerglings. Each of these SCVs actually function as better Zerglings than what True has available.
Yeah, and without Banelings, this is such a hard hold for True.
Oh, I know. That's like a dream come true. Like these SCVs clumped up, like 2 Banelings, please. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jones looking to be pulled, maybe? No, retreating out to the natural? No, he has to pull. He's the Queensers' only form of defense. Couple of Zerglings are on the way. He doesn't know the timer of this. 16 Links coming out, but this position here, he's got the SCV's body blocker for the Marines. They're dealing so much damage behind us. Every drone's going to go down, and Hart has absolutely returned the manhandling. Number 2, this was like the nicest spot, too. There's so many parts of this map you look at, you're like, man, this was only ever used for one thing.
Yeah. Is it going to go down, Rifkin? I don't know if it will.
Oh, if this gets away, that's going to be really James Bond, dude. That's going to be so James Bond.
Oh, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. No.
Oh,
what?
No, what? I was really hoping, honest to God, that he was going to have 7 health. So give me the 007, right? Hart even called him lucky. Dude, straight up skill. That was some dodging, weaving, and bobbing. From the second this Overlord left the base, this guy knew what he was doing. Actually took center out 2-1. So we'll be casting Alicia after this in the other semifinal. So Axiom's still fighting here in the OlimoLeague.
Oh, God. That's a really good spot. The Banelings aren't morphed yet.
That is a disgustingly good spot. Those Marines. He actually, if you wanted to micro a little bit, I don't think he'd lose a single one of these, but just kind of
in the natural.
Yeah.
The natural, a lot of drones going down.
Yeah, he's managed to slip by. They're looking for those drone kills that were pulled. Oh, realizing at the last second he needs a split. True gonna take some damage. Oh, 16 drones down for this attack. The Banelings still haven't gotten to detonate. He's going to focus these down as he continues to run. The Hellions will get cleaned up, but oh my God, that is...
And then do a bunch of tech switches while keeping them alive and just like try and find openings with them. Or you can just like do a mass siege with a bunch of Spore Crawlers and Vipers, which is what I prefer.
So this Hellions ran right up to the Swarmers. So I think if they didn't take time to transform, they may have actually been able to kill them. Really late response out of True, but... At this point, his supplies is non-existent. The Vikings have killed all the Overlords. We made that joke earlier, but I wasn't kidding about it. Down to 70 supply cap. The Vikings are going to make sure that True can't build another unit this game.
Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for True here.
I mean, this got messy from a long time ago. That first attack just did so much more than it should have.
It kind of just felt like Gumiho toying around a little bit with his food here. But I mean, if you're saying that he does this push frequently, then I don't know.
Not this specific push.
No, I've never seen this specific. The helps a little bit, but its damage versus armored units is so not good.
yeah, you'd really have to ball up for Supernova to lose this fight. Now this puts Gumiho in, kind of a bad position. He will have to rely on just scans. Maybe he'll keep on setting cloaked banshees in to win, but
Oh, I
this
don't
might
like
be...
the start of the fight for Supernova. He was really clumped up. Loses a lot of the Hellions for this, but the Vikings are going to land and try and hold. Siege Tank still shelling away for what they can. Vikings trading for Vikings, but on the ground and not the air. Like, what world do we live in? But looks like with those 2 tanks still standing, he'll hold on to this.
I'm so confused, Rifkin.
I know, they got so messy so quickly. Actually, let 2 of the Hellions slip away. What? The SCVs can kill this. Poke it. It's got 1 health. The Thor, though.
Thor.
Yeah, the Thor might just be a little too powerful. I thought those 2 tanks were going to hold, but we look away for 1 second. They dissipate. They disappear. I still got to worry about this Banshee.
I did run out of cloak, so the 2 Vikings, should they not clump up, will probably take it down before the Thor takes them down. Thor's anti-air, sometimes just really dumb. Thor does a really nice versus damage, though. Thor drops anyone? Yeah. How about drops, however? Might just be enough.
I like this on Siege thing. Everything is just trading out back and forth. Like, this, I've never... What? I'm getting my wish. This is like my Christmas wish, right? That we would have supply blocked right now. Oh my god, I didn't realize 145 max supply. This is going to kill them more than anything else.
Yeah. Has to waste some time actually shelling away the planetary as opposed to just using the, the unsiege tanks.
His supply, he needs to lose the SCVs, as weird as that sounds. Like, he has to get some sort of unit count up here in his main base if he wants to hold on.
Yeah. Gumia has a lot of time to, ball up his own reinforcements. He can at least hold his natural. Looks like Supernova has recognized that he needs to get into the production line quickly. And Gumia, I think, made a mistake trying to hold his natural, really. If he had just stayed in the main, he definitely would have been able to,
yeah, because if it comes down to a race, he starts winning in this instance.
Yeah.
Albet's cleaning up his SCVs too, but for Gumiho's sake, like, Supernova's not exactly rushing up here to the main. So, what little units he has is not going to break this ramp, but I think Gumiho's got this. Yep. Good game, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, he's going to wait until he has a couple, and, Gumio
really
on top of scouting.
Oh, okay, he sees it.
On top of scouting, so...
Nicely. I love that this engineering base came in the high ground. He's been doing engineering base, why not a bunker? This is, of course, just for high ground vision. Nothing else. If there's bunkers at the front to wall this off, it's actually the best case scenario for Marauders a lot of the time. And you get free bunker or free supply depot kills. But if this gets a little out of hand, you can always float the racks and bring it over. But there's no wall off to prevent him from getting in the space. And even if a Marine goes in that bunker.
2 Marines.
Yeah, it's
third base.
Oh, nice scan.
Breaking the rocks.
A little bit awkward trying to siege into an area where you're getting sieged, already siege shots at, but
nope,
without that vision,
distracts.
What am I? Oh, demolished.
Okay, with the Hellions.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Little too much. Lose all the SCVs over here. Don't even know if we can clean this up. To be truthful, Marauders are quite scarce, but still putting some pressure on the left side of the map. We could come back home and deal with this blue flame menace, but 22 SCVs, man. That was Gumio like he was so ahead in worker count. It was so nice for him, and now he's beaten back and hardcore.
He's still even on supply, but that's not what you really want to be as the bio player. And he tries to push in here. Is it gonna work? Maybe. No.
The Vikings push back any sort of medevac support, which is a little bit unfortunate, but even if
his
army's not getting healed up, if it's spread out, not taking too much splash damage, I mean, the Marauders are so good versus anything armored. The Hellbat number's really not that heavy, and it's a really scrappy fight, but Gumio's barely going to take it.
Barely. Last 2 Marines trying to take down the Vikings.
Yeah. I mean, everything's low. He can't even afford to stim on most of these units, so... I mean, this will get cleaned up. Medevac going to try and heal up a little bit. But this is really tight, because Gumio, there's nothing to really stop him right now. Oh, there's what am I know?
Kills
the Raven. Oh,
that was very nice.
Exposed to the bio could possibly bounce on this. He's going to scan forward to see all the helmets have evacuated. He'll drop directly on top of the tanks.
Oh, a little bit of mess up there, but in the end it does work out. There we go.
The terrain really played against them. Gumio, I think, has got a little too much going for him at this point. Supernova down to supply in such a big way. No workers to speak of. No army supply. Going to lose this upgrades yet again. Not even going to get +1/+1 this game. And Gumio, well, there's just too much army value here. There's just no way this gets cleaned up. I mean, they'll see stims to death into tank fire. That's a possibility, but he's already...